This is going to be a quick review of this 20 pack of food storage containers. So let's get into this. The first thing I want to talk about is the contents of the pack that you get here. So to begin with, you get a total of 20 of these food storage containers. Now I have 4 of them. I have the 4 different sizes, but you get 5 of each. So you get 5 of the smallest one, 5 of the next smallest, and you get 5 of what I call the medium, and then 5 of the large. So again, that's 5 of each, 4 different sizes for a total of 20. In addition to that, you get these labels to be used with the containers, and you get a total of 24 labels. There are 2 different styles that you can choose among. But again, you get 12 of each, so a total of 24. Now, in order to write what the contents are inside of each container, you also get this marker. It's a white colored marker to be used with these labels. What's great about this marker is it can be rubbed off the labels. It's not that easy to rub off, but it can be rubbed off. So when you change the items that you have inside of the container, you can relabel them without having to remove the sticker completely and put a new one on. So again, it can be erased, which is great to see, and again, you do get that as well. Finally, in addition to that, you get these measuring spoons here, and they're held together by this little clip, and this little clip is easy enough to remove. You just turn it, and there you go, it just comes off pretty easily. Now, in terms of the sizes, the smallest size here, or the blue colored one, is a 1/4 cup. The sort of lime colored spoon is a 1/3 of a cup. The next size is the orange spoon, that's a 1/2 cup. And then finally the pink one, which is a full cup. So you get a cup, 1/2 a cup, a 1/3 of a cup, and a 1/4 of a cup. So again, you get 4 different spoons here as well. So nice to see that they've given you quite a bit of items within this 20 pack. Also, let me not forget the fact that these containers have a 2-year warranty that comes with them, so that's nice to see as well. So let me now focus a little bit more on the actual containers. The containers, again, there are 4 sizes, and you get 5 of each. And just to go over some of the dimensions of them, they all have the same size in terms of the lids. They are 5 1/3 inches in width by nearly 4 inches in length, just shy of that, about 3.9 inches. So that's for all of the different sizes. The real difference comes in the height, where you have the tallest one being about 11 1/4 inches, the next tallest being about 7 1/4 inches, and then this one being 4 3/4 inches, and then the smallest one being 2 1/4 inches. So again, in terms of the lids, they're all the same size, and so you can use them, you can use a lid for different ones. It doesn't matter because they're all the same size. It's really the height where the difference is. Now, a couple of other things. I've reviewed some of these containers recently, and what they had were some grooves here to give you added grip. None of these have that. So just keep that in mind. So when you're placing this in, for example, a pantry, and you want to pull it out, there's no designated front and back, so they're the same. The drawback of that is the fact that there's no added grip. So this is smooth, perfectly smooth all around. So keep that in mind for these containers. The quality of these containers really is in the fact that they are airtight, and they do that really well. And what I wanted to just do for you is just sort of remove one of the lids, just to give you a sense of just how tight the lid is on the actual container. It's a little bit hard to give you a sense of the quality of the lids, but I thought if I could take this off and then put it back on, just the sound of the lid coming off and the effort that needs to be made to remove the lid as well as putting it back on will give you a sense of just how tight this lid is on the container itself. So this is a 4-flap system, so it requires removing all 4, which you can see we've done here, and you can get a sense just from the sound just how how much effort is required to remove the lid. That can be both a drawback and a positive, depending on how you look at it. The one thing these do not have, these lids, is an additional lid, for example, where you can access it and maybe pour out the contents. In order to get to the contents, you actually have to remove the lid completely. And again, it takes a bit of effort to do that. You can see that each of the lids comes with a silicone wrap here around the side as well, which just adds to that overall airtight capability of the lid. So just to put this back on, just to give you a sense of how much effort is put into putting it back on. And you can hear just how loud it is, so you get a sense that this is actually getting snapped on really well. And there's nothing in terms of anything that's going to come out in terms of contents. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a sense of what one of these looks like when you've put contents in it, you've labeled it, and you get a sense of just how airtight it is. So here I've got this smaller one that's got some dried mint or dehydrated mint. You can see that I've got it labeled here with the white marker on one of the styles of the labels, and it sticks on quite well. And the great thing about it is it does a pretty good job in terms of deflecting water and so forth, so that it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it waterproof, but it does a good job of being able to handle some water. So if you're cleaning these by hand, it'll be you won't have to worry about the label necessarily coming off. But they do again provide you extra ones, because over time that may end up being the case. Now in terms of the contents in here, nothing. You can see that there's nothing on the desk coming out. There's no problems with this with respect to the contents coming out. So again, it's a really good job in terms of being able to hold the contents inside without any issues. So I'm quite happy with these. I think they are well done. I've also got other ones that are a larger size, sort of a cereal box sized ones as well, and all of these do a really good job. I find that the quality is excellent, and the containers do a great job at what they're supposed to do, which is to keep your items or your food inside fresh and airtight, and that's key depending on what you're going to put inside. I think these work well for dry bulk type of food as well, and then it's something that we use them for. So for example, different types of rice, cereals, and that sort of thing. Obviously the dry mint as well. So overall, you do get a nice package here of different sizes. The last thing I would just want to point out here is these can stack on top of one another nicely. So you can see here that this is stacked on, and they tend to stay together quite well. So again, you get a total of 20 of these in the package. You get 5 of each size. I think that the various sizes gives you obviously a greater options with respect to how you might want to use these and with what you might want to use them for. And you also get, as well as the labels, the spoons, and the marker. So as far as providing you a complete set out of the box, I think this has been something that the seller has thought of and has provided quite a bit here. So in terms of overall value, I think these do represent a good value, but it really comes down to the quality of the containers, and I think the containers are really well done here. These are not ones that are going to claim to be airtight, but then they're going to fail on you once you actually receive them. I've been very happy with them, and as I said, I've got others that are a little bit larger in size as well, so quite happy with all of them. Anyways, I just thought I'd go over some of the characteristics of this 20-pack container set, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
Hola, buenas tardes. Os enseño los botes que he comprado, herméticos. En mi caso son 24. Viene 6 de cada tamaño. También viene 4 cucharitas dosificadoras con un colgador. Cada cucharita viene aquí la medida que le entra. A lo que es las tapaderas se le puede quitar la junta para lavar. Es muy fácil de poner y de quitar lo que son las juntas. En este bote le he metido agua para ver si tiene alguna pérdida, pero la verdad que va perfecto, son totalmente herméticos. También sirve para congelar, para microondas y para lavavajillas. Yo en mi caso lo he usado para meter en legumbres y pastas y tener el mueble muy bien organizado. Y nada, espero que os ayude mi vídeo. Un saludo.
Lot de 10 grandes boîtes, Tupperware hermétique, contenance 1,5 litre par boîte, utilisable en micro-ondes, lave-vaisselle et réfrigérateur. Les boîtes sont de très bonne qualité, robustes et bien hermétiques. Le prix de ces 10 boîtes possède un excellent rapport qualité-prix.
Esto no cierra aquí. Aquí sí. Pero este no llega a hacer clic.